Hey, this is Mickey. I'm right back at you from Neo 39. As I mentioned, we're going to do that second review of the Jordan 11, but we're going to look at it from the sketch perspective. So going through Soul Collector's book by Scoop Jackson, we can see he starts off talking about the 11 by saying, now that's gangster, and you can see it here. Now, although the 11 originally, when it released in 1995, was not the hit that it is now, it took a minute to get through. But once the bread colorway came out, people started seeing what was happening with it, and when they retroed it a few years later, lineups started, and you can see that in this book. This is a perfect example of the lineup craze that started, I think personally, with the JB11 Concord, but that's just my take on it. Now moving along here, got a little description and an early advertisement of the 11. Now this advertisement was actually printed on a t-shirt a couple of years back. Just to give you a little idea. I know it's small, but you know, it gives you a little idea of what the shoe is about and how they marketed it. And then here you have Tinker's sketches on the shoe. Now, some things you may have not known about the Jordan 11 Concord, or actually any of them for that matter, was one of the inspirations was a high-tech lawnmower, which many people don't know or wouldn't think of because most Jordans are associated with a plane or a vehicle or maybe some kind of an animal like a panther, but this in fact was inspired by a lawnmower. Moreover, there was also the inspiration that came from a high-end backpack. A lot of people wouldn't expect that, but that is mostly seen through the nylon portion of the shoe, all right here in the upper. Tinker was thinking maybe if we could have some material similar to a high-end backpack, that would give a great feel to the shoe. And it added well when they decided to put patent leather in at the demand and preference of Michael Jordan. Because you see, patent leather is a little bit heavier than the actual leather, so they had to balance it out by lightening the shoe in weight in other parts. That's where the nylon came through. Now, moreover, a couple quick things I want to showcase in the sketches was that the shoe actually was designed to be laceless and fit like a sock. There were going to be high-end fasteners in them, but that was another thing that was scrapped when MJ looked at the shoe and wanted to move forward with the patent leather. They thought it would be a better idea than to go with more of a high-end shoelace. You can also see that idea in these other sketches where you see somewhat of a strap going on right there, and that would symbolize the fasteners. So this is a fantastic shoe, definitely one that can't be fronted on. And just to throw out, I'm sure everybody knows the patent leather was always designed to be showcasing the idea that the shoe could be worn with a tux, and that's what happened in many cases. One example, of course, was Boyz II Men wearing them, I think at the American Music Awards with their tuxedos. All for One wore them as well, and you could see Jodeci wearing them. Of course, Jodeci wasn't going to wear the suits, but they did dress them up with their own look on some talk show interviews. Come check it out, watch some 90s videos of MJ, some 90s music videos of your favorite people wearing these. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith were a couple indeed. Check it out. Come check it out at Neo 39, 39 East Colorado, Pasadena, California. You cannot forget about this shoe. It is iconic in each and every way. Clearly one of the greatest. You are now watching The Throne.